Anyway, we have unlocked an achievement. Sovereign wealth is the achievement. And oh, how we look upon those countries with debt problems and laugh. Now we have you as our astute and, dare I say, prudent leader. The bank balance looks great. Lovely, very happy. Patriots are still plotting against us, which is a worry. Crime is non-existent. Health, education and GDP are unchanged. Unemployment is about the same. Unfortunately, we have had an airplane go down. An airplane owned by our national carrier has crashed, killing all on board. Poor maintenance has been cited as the cause for the onboard system's failure. The government blamed for low safety standards. Very disappointing, and our thoughts go out to all the families affected by the crash of our national carrier. The economic forecast looks good. The budget still has an £82.7 billion surplus. The poll still shows 0% of our vote, which is very disappointing. Well, that's a shame, but now the Moral Crusade appear to be in a bit of an uprising. They seem really unhappy after some of the policies we've implemented, and they are the Conservatives and religious. So it's a difficult balance to make here, because if we increase religion, which increases conservative happiness and religious happiness, if we increase that, we will upset liberals, and the liberals already don't like us. So it's a difficult situation to be in. The cabinet is divided. I mean, our law and order minister here, whose sympathies lie with patriots and capitalists, is generating a mere 1.8 political capital per turn. This is not good enough for us. So yeah, ministerial capital per turn 19 is exceedingly low, and it's very disappointing. Now, what are we going to do to try and get some of the Conservatives back on side? Let's have a look at where we're spending our money first of all. The State Health Service, state schools, very important. The Farmland Acquisition Programme is quite important as well, but the health is excellent. State schools are almost excellent. It won't help us even to invest more in schooling. Road buildings are going to help, intelligence service, police forces, quite high, but it would increase Conservatives. And yeah, we'll go for an investment in the police, and up the spending in there to the tune of around 40 billion per quarter, just a shade under. And that should make Conservatives and state employees much happier. Also reduce unemployment a little as well. Crime, which is non-existent within our country, would go down anyway. But it should certainly help bring people back on side. It only uses for political capital as well, so I'm very, very happy with that. Now, how to bring some of the other people back on side, though, that's the difficult part. Obviously our budgets are looking great. We could try and reduce some of the some of the sales tax, perhaps. It's at 21% at the moment. If we were to bring this down to say 10%, that would bring bring capitalists back on side to a degree. It still only uses 9 political capital, so I'm fairly happy with how that's looking at the moment. Let's have a look at the policy ideas section and see what we can do. We don't want to implement foreign aid. I know we're running at a surplus, but we don't really want to try and bring any foreign aid. It's money going out for nothing coming in. So let's have a look then at what have we got in our economy that we can do. Agricultural subsidies to increase the farmers. A cleaner energy subsidy, that wouldn't be too bad. Small business grants, I think, would be a very good idea, while increasing the capitalist happiness. It would also increase the self-employed and increase general general GDP, which is obviously very good as well. So let's put that to 15 billion per quarter. And what would bring the Conservatives back on side? Legalised prostitution, I think, definitely. Lower this helps a little bit, but I feel that the policy itself perhaps just needs to be cancelled outright. If we can survive this next turn, then perhaps we can look at cancelling the legalisation of prostitution within the country. What else do we have? Narcotics. Narcotics outlawed. I'm not upset with that. I'm pretty happy. Prisons and prison conditions. So the cells are overcrowded. If I was to increase the prison, so it was extensive rehabilitation, both Liberals and Conservatives would be happy with that. State employees would be happy that, and unemployment would go down. It is expensive, 5.61 billion per quarter, but I think it's money well spent. Not just for bringing people back on side, but just because if we're rehabilitating criminals, their likelihood of going out and reoffending will drop. So I'm happy with that. That will bring us to the end of this turn, and I will see you for the next quarter right here. Thank you very much once again for joining us, and I will see you next time.